Well, Emmett, we know that you had Tommy John surgery. We heard that it went well, so we're glad that you're here with us today, first of all, and just kind of feeling really good now. What led to the decision to having Tommy John surgery?
Thank you, yeah. I mean, we tried to go the conservative route. I was, obviously feeling some discomfort in there for a while, and then tried to go with the non-surgical way, and then didn't end up happening, so just time to get it done.
Did something happen, or was there a moment in which you felt like surgery is the answer and this is it's bothering you more than you thought it was?
Not really. It was kind of just over time, discomfort, and then, the overall, whether it would get better or not, and then it didn't end up, progressing in the way we wanted it to, so it ended up having to get it.
So did you know, when you first got hurt in the spring, that this was a possibility, but then tried to come back without surgery, or when did it go from the non-surgical route to this?
No, it was pretty recently. Definitely not beginning of spring, so more recently, past few weeks, trying to get back, and then didn't end up happening. So.
But non-surgically, just rest, or was there PRP or anything like that?
Yeah, just rest, and then it was a partial tear at first. So trying to just throw. There's other guys that have had similar tears, I guess, that have been able to do it. So I guess that's just not what happened with me. But yeah.
Was it a partial tear over time, or something you threw the ball, something happened during spring training, and then from there you started, I guess?
No, I really think it was just over time, wear and tear. I don't really know how long it's been in there, but it could have been a while. And then, it wasn't really any one throw or pitch or anything. It was just kind of just over time discomfort. So.
What was that moment like when they said, nope, you're going to have surgery and sit out a year?
Well, it was kind of my decision. I just knew it was based on, pretty much how I felt. And so I made that decision. I knew what it meant. Obviously, it's not the best feeling in the world, but, having these guys here, the medical staff that we have and the trainers, it's, I couldn't ask for a better place to do it. So.
Did you ask a lot of questions about the procedure? There's the new bracing technique. Did they use that with you?
Yeah, absolutely. I think I got the regular TJ and the brace, which is, I'm pretty sure, pretty standard now. That's what they did.
The obvious one, but just how frustrating is this, or just how have you been dealing with the fact that you are going to have to miss as much time that goes with this?
Yeah, I mean, super frustrating. Obviously, with being on a team like this, it's really cool to be around these guys, and obviously to get to play with them was a great opportunity that I was looking forward to. But no real point in thinking about that now. Kind of just moving on to the next thing and trying to progress and get better and be healthy for next year.
Obviously, injuries are an occupational hazard of doing this, but when this happens, do you try to go back and pinpoint maybe it could have been this or that or anything like that, or kind of what is that process like?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I in my head, of course, have thought about that type of stuff, but I don't think it really does me any good, and I don't know if I'm ever going to know exactly when it happened. So yeah, not sure.
So what's the target? When do you think you'll be back on a mound in a game?
From what I understand, it's recovery time's around 13 months or something like this. So hopefully middle of next year at some point. I'm not really sure yet, but yeah.
Had you ever had Tommy John before?
No, never.
And given the percentage of pitchers who are having it, especially at your age and at earlier ages now, do you figure it's likely? Do you figure it's inevitable? Is it a ticking time bomb in there? How do you think of that?
No, I mean, obviously it's more of a problem now than it has been, but I don't think it's, inevitable. I think it's just something that happens sometimes. Injuries are part of the game, so nothing you can really do about it.
You've had a handful of teammates who've had Tommy John, or sometimes multiple. Have you talked to any of them, and what has their advice been to you?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they've been a huge help from, Shohei, Tony, Tyler, everybody has been awesome with just helping me through the process and trying to make, the decision of when to get it and who to go with, all that stuff a lot easier.
Do you seek them out in something like that, or is it more they come up to you like, hey, here's what happened to me, or anything like that?
A little bit of both. Some guys, go up and ask them about it. Some guys, they come up and, say, hey, I've been through this before and this is how it went for me. So it's been great.
I mean, there's a lot of guys who kind of sat in that position, kind of demoralized by this situation. You seem pretty optimistic. Is that just generally who you are, or is that how you face this?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really think there's any point in, being down in the dumps about it right now. There's a lot of work to be done ahead of me, but been in situations before where, it didn't seem likely that I was going to make it to the big leagues or to, get drafted and stuff like that. So I don't know. I feel like there's always, light at the end, so it'll be all right.
Is it scary at all, facing a recovery process like this, or is it so many guys go through this that is that part of it kind of easier to deal with?
Yeah, I think definitely easier now than it would have been 20, 30 years ago. It's a lot more common now, and they have a lot more experience rehabbing this type of thing. So definitely good to be around a lot of people that have that experience. And I haven't been through a rehab that long, but I know what it looks like, so not too scary.
When exactly did you make the decision? Like, how much time did you give yourself before the actual surgery to like process everything?
I made the decision Monday, and then I got the surgery on Wednesday.
What were the sort of ailments that you were dealing with in spring training that led you to be shut down in the first place?
Yeah, it was just forearm discomfort, that type of stuff. I had no bleak strain too at that point, so it was a couple different things, and then really just not knowing everything, but yeah, just trying to get through it without surgery.
What's next for you now? Do you stay with the team? Do you go to Arizona? Like, what's sort of next plan?
Yeah, I think my post-op is 2 weeks post-surgery, and then after that I'll head to Arizona, I'm pretty sure. So that's the plan right now.